My name is Rajiv, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the very obvious but still non-existent product, a PLC or a Programmable Logic Controller built around the Arduino environment. This PLC, which we have dubbed the PLC-Uno, is a PLC with 8 opto-isolated inputs, 24 volt DC inputs, 6 electrically isolated relay outputs with relays rated at 220 volts AC at 10 amperes. We have a 0 to 10 volt analog output, which is selectable to a 4 to 20 mA output with the selection of some jumpers. We have one analog input of 0 to 5 volts. Let me take you on a guided tour of the PLC-Uno. This is a prototype of the final product. There are a few mechanical issues that have been sorted out in the second iteration of the PCB design. For this video, we have laid out the input and output connectors on a breadboard to allow an open view of the PLC PCB. If you follow my finger, you can see 8 optically isolated 24 volt DC inputs. On the other side of the PLC are 6 electrically isolated relays with jumper selectable normally open and normally closed contacts with a rating of 10 amperes at 220 volts AC. For this video, we have connected 6 LEDs on the relay outputs to show the operation of the relays and looped 24 volt DC through 8 normally closed switches connected to the 8 inputs. We also have a 0 to 10 volt analog output, which is selectable to 4 to 20 mA output with a set of jumpers. And we have a 0 to 5 volt DC analog input. We have programmed the PLC-Uno with a multitasking program that cycles the outputs one after another, once on switch on, and then waits for a key press on any of the inputs, while cycling the analog output between 0 and 10 volts continuously. You can see the analog output connected to a digital storage oscilloscope with y-axis set to 5 volts per division. You can watch the analog output swinging between 0 volts and 10 volts. I will now reset the PLC by pressing the reset button here. Please watch and look out for the 6 relays operating and the 6 LEDs lighting up, or the 6 LEDs cycling through. There. After that, if I press any of the inputs, if I activate any of the inputs, you can watch the corresponding output responding. While this is going on, you can see the analog output is still swinging between 0 and 10 volts DC. We intend to design similar devices around the Mega core and the Arduino Duo core And of course, we'll call them what else? We'll call them the PLC Mega and the PLC Uno. So thank you for watching this overview of the PLC Uno.